quiz over with real quick and then go over the project?
Yep.
Sure.
Sure.
Okay. So question 3, given the linear regression equation, y equals 2 plus 1.5x, what is the y-intercept? I said it was just 2.
What I got?
What I did.
What I got.
Okay.
Question 4, given the linear regression equation y equals 2 plus 1.5x, what is the slope? 1.5.
Yep.
Yeah.
For number 5, I got 1.
Yeah.
What I got?
Number 6. I say that's a hot dog shape.
Yep.
What I got?
Yeah. Number 7, based on the shape of the scatter plot you produced in the last question, what can you say about the appropriateness of using linear regression to use or to model this data? I said it is appropriate to use this data. The other, because
first
I don't
one,
know
right?
if it's right, but that's
Yeah.
the one I put just because, or it could have been the second one. It is, you can use it, but the results might not be reliable.
I
But
got
what
the first one.
the first one?
That's,
Yep, I got the first one as well.
that's what I got.
Okay.
Cool.
Let's see.
Text me if you want.
Okay.
It's all good. It's an awkward time that we do it. You can go ahead and eat.
Yeah, I know.
How many observations are in the data? 139.
Okay, is that just the total of X and Y's?
I got all the observations, so everything that was listed there. I just went down and counted it up, and I got 139.
But that doesn't that doesn't show up on the spreadsheet,
No.
right? You just had to
No.
count
It
it.
doesn't. Yeah.
Because
Yeah, you got to count them.
I started with 139, and then I thought, well, wait a minute, the Y is also possibly a observation. The different, anyway. I
I was
doubled.
thinking of independent variables and then dependent variables. I always count the dependent variables
Okay.
because you can't like measure time, really. Time is time. Dates are dates. So those are independent. So I always go with the dependent.
Yeah.
Okay. That makes sense.
So for question 9, what is the y-intercept? I got 18.69.
What I got?
Check.
So how did you get there? How did you do the y-intercept? I put the wrong data in.
I just put it in the linear regression.
What I did. And it told
Yeah,
me.
I might have put the wrong data in. Or put the X and Y backwards. I don't think that'd change anything, would it?
It does actually.
It does, yeah.
So did you put the 1 through 6 numbers that they chose as the X, or the other numbers? So did you put the scores or confidence rating as the X?
I put the confidence as the X and the scores as the Y. I think. Maybe I did it the other way.
There we go. Yeah, I got the 18.69 now.
Cool.
Okay. So what is the slope? That'd be 12.695.
Yep.
Yes.
I got question 11, 69.469.
Yep.
And where does that number come from?
That's where you have to substitute out and put in 4 for X.
Oh, okay, yeah. I just had the wrong numbers, so or from earlier. 69.429.
469.
9.
Okay.
And now I got this one wrong, so I don't know what it is, and I don't know what I'm not doing right.
Yeah, I got stuck on this one too.
The confidence data resulted from students evaluating their confidence for each question on a scale of 1 to 6. What is the maximum predicted value of y for the values of x? I mean, I tried to do what the hint said, but it didn't work out.
I got it right, but I can't find my notebook because I did this last night. I got 94.86.
Well, I had 93.971, and that was wrong.
Yeah, I got 94.86.
Okay. Number 13, how many explanatory or independent variables are present in simple linear regression? 1.
What I got?
So to get the 94.86, all you do is add up the lower and upper predicted y interval and divide it by 2. Just like how you
The other
mean
thing.
or in the other sets of data.
Yeah.
Say it's 94.86.
Yeah. Or 861 doesn't really.
6-1, yeah.
It also gives it to you on the linear regression under the predicted.
Yeah, it does.
Oh yeah, right there, predicted.
Yep.
94.859, but
Cool.
Oh.
So how does the explanatory or independent variable work for just being 1 or 2 or more?
There's just 2 variables, and one is the independent and one is the dependent. So for 14, it's the same thing. 1. That's the way I understood it.
that makes sense.
Because I thought it was 2 just because there was male and females, and so there are 2 different variables. I guess that wouldn't really matter.
You're not comparing the males and the females.
Right, you're comparing the score to the confidence.
That's the way I thought of it.
So the male-female thing is irrelevant.
Yep.
So what about the dependent variables then for question 14?
I got 1.
Uno.
Uno más. Sí.
Okay. For question 15, a company in South Dakota manufactures hats used in the mining industry. They record measurements on all the hats they produce for quality control and planning purposes. The measurements they collected included the hat size, circumferences of the hat, and lengths of the major and minor axes. Meaning the company wants to predict size of hat given the circumference. What is the response variable? So I don't quite understand this, but I did number 1, the size of the hat, because it's the variable being predicted.
That's what I got.
That's
Me too.
yeah. That's it.
Cool beans. Oh, look, guys, we got 100%. Woo! Cool. Well, I'll finish the rest of my inputting all my data in, if not tonight, tomorrow morning, because I'm bacheloring it up for a couple days because my wife's in the middle of the wilderness. So I'm gonna go to school and probably implement everything because I got the regular. I put the price per bag instead of per ounce. So I have all my data, but I didn't get per ounce. So kind of awkward. So
Ooh.
so I'm gonna go back and do that.
That's really all I collected, but I put it in a spreadsheet and just calculated and then put it in.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I don't know how to operate this Google Drive thing, but I put it in and said to share it. Is that?
Is that yours? The ones highlighted in yellow?
Yes, I did that.
Good.
So,
yeah, I see it on mine. So yeah, you're good.
So when all of you have yours in, then I can do my part to explain or to
finish our assignment. We all kind of have to do it.
Well,
Yeah.
my part is to describe the data. What is that then?
So you pretty much describe like what was the most cheapest and which one was the most expensive. And then I think I'm doing that's not until Saturday, right? I had to make an inference or something.
So, yes.
Or is that next Saturday? Next Saturday? Okay, cool. So yeah, yours is just describe the data. So we all have to implement ours for you to describe the data, or at least 2 of us, because then we can have more than 10 on each of them. You just have to say like, Multimeal was the cheapest out of all of them because throughout the regression, it was the less. It was less money per ounce than any other ones. Or you also can discredit our hypothesis saying, well, actually, Kellogg's wasn't the most expensive. You can say Posts or whatever.
I'm going to go back through some of the previous lessons and just see how they described it and kind of tailor that to fit it.
Yeah.
Okay, and if you as well, on the Google Docs, I put in a sheet that says collect and describe the data, and that gives you the outlines for how to describe the data or what exactly it wants.
Okay, all right.
And it's page number 2, so everyone needs to do page number 1, which is collecting the data.
Correct.
And then after we all do that, we can each put our collect the data in here if we want, or write-ups. And then if Lester wants to take those and use them for describing all of the data, or just take all the data that we put into the ANOVA sheet and describe it that way. And so the ANOVA sheet I first made that you put your stuff in and highlighted yellow, Lester, I actually didn't put it all in to where the tables would work correctly. So I made a second one to see why I was wrong and fixed it. So there's an ANOVA and an ANOVA 2 in the Google.
I don't see the ANOVA 2 on mine. I only see the ANOVA.
Weird, because it's in the stats final project, so it should be. Let me see if I can. I have so many open. Holy cow.
Oh yeah, I just found it. Yep, I just refreshed it.
Okay, so the ANOVA 2 has it working correctly.
Correct.
And all the descriptive statistics in ANOVA test, it all works now. And I put your data into it, Lester, already, so you don't have to worry about it.
Do you want me to put it in both and then highlight and see which ones that we get compared to the rest of the group?
Yeah, so if you want, what I have right now is I have my own ANOVA sheet up from just the quantitative in my, so I haven't put it in anything, but I have it in my own just to see what mine looks like by itself.
Okay.
And I didn't have great value. There was no great value at Rollum, so I just have the other 4. And I'm assuming there was no great value outside of Walmart, so.
That we can also
Okay.
switch. We also can switch that to Western Family, because probably Peterson's and Fred's have Western Family.
Yes. Western Family.
That, or we just do the 4, either or.
That too.
It's still more than 3, so.
Yep.
Okay.
So are we each doing our own different brand of cereal, or are we just
So the 4 that
going through?
that I emailed you about, Kellogg's, Malto-Meal Post, and General Mills, and then Great Value is a Walmart one, where you can do Western Families. But those 4 big ones are the ones to make sure get.
Okay. So we're just going in the store and getting all of them, or?
Just 10 of each. So.
Okay.
And I don't think we're really worrying. I tried to get a big spectrum. So like some of mine were at like 10 ounces or 11, and some of mine were at like 19 and 17 ounces, the family size. And so I just tried to get a wide spectrum, because usually the bigger ones actually sell for less per ounce.
Mhm.
Some of them, like freaking.
Yeah,
But-
there wasn't.
Buy 'em bulk.
I didn't see enough variety to get all of them similar, so I had to get some big and some small
That's
in order
fine.
to get it in.
Per ounce, so that works.
Yeah. So yeah, that's fine. I kind of figured big and small was the best way to do it. But for the where'd it go? So for describe the data, so that page just there for you to fill out. And I mean, if you want help, we can help fill out or make sure that's all there for you tonight, Lester. And if you need help with describing the data, we can help with that as well.
Well, when do I need to have it for you guys to look at?
So let's see here.
I don't think we have to turn it in. I think you only have to turn that one in, right?
So just one with all of our names. So if Lester just turns in one and it has all of our names on it, and that's all that needs to, because that's all I did, and everyone should have gotten credit for collecting or for the first one.
Right.
So, or for designing the study, because everyone's name was on it, everyone should have gotten credit for that.
Well, do you guys want to look at it, or do you trust me?
Yeah, I mean,
I trust you,
I
man.
trust you, but if you want to send, I'm more than happy to look.
I just don't want to. I just don't want to send in a bad one. I
Yeah,
don't
'cause-
mind letting you guys look at it. If we
Yeah,
don't
we
have
can
time,
take a look.
fine.
Well, you can just send in, or you can just copy the research question from design and study, and then 1 to 3 paragraphs summarizing and describing what all of our numbers or what we've found, and then well labeled and helpful graphs for your data if we need them. Or for an ANOVA, each one has to do the linear regression, right?
I think we can just do a Snapchat of all of them all at once. Can't do that.
And then
You can see the
responses
differences.
to all other questions on this worksheet, which it's just I don't see any other questions.
Me neither.
Oh, please remember.
And also, Lester, when you're done too, you can just put a text out, like the group saying, "Hey, I'm done. You guys want to look at it? Let me know."
Okay.
Then we know that you're done, and then we can look at it.
All right.
That's the easiest way to communicate with me.
Sure. All right. I can do that.
Cool.
Yeah, because I thought with ANOVAs, you have to take each one to make sure the mean is.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
So with it's Kellogg's, Malto-Meal Post, General Mills. Do we want to do the Great Value Western Families, or just leave that one out and just have the 4?
We could just take out the Great Value ones because that's Multi-Meal, but we can put the Western Family.
Because Great Value.
Western Family will be is Peterson's
I won't have Western family in my area.
Okay.
So why don't we just take it out and keep the 4 main ones then?
Okay.
Sure.
The Great Value one, right?
Yeah, so we still have Kellogg's, Multi-Meal Post, and General Mills.
Okay, cool.
Change the store I'm going to and go to Walmart.
Yeah, the thing is because 2 of us are in the same area, it's only 3 Walmarts, or it's only 3 Walmarts instead of 4. So it's not the same amount of data for each. And I don't think there's 20 plus different cereals for Great Value or so forth. So
Yeah.
it's probably just easier to do the 4.
Okay.
And so, because I was pretty sure you have to do a linear regression or a line showing that it's linear to show that the mean
Right.
Yeah.
variance is okay for all of them. And so if you just do 1 for each and then put them all, like take all the graphs into 1 and then put that in the report as well,
Okay.
for the graph section.
For the graph, I was thinking that Pareto graph, that's in descending order would be the one to use.
Yeah, I think so. The QQ plot. There we go. Yeah, so you just use the QQ.
You want me to put the QQ plots as part of our report, or just the graph showing comparing the price?
So
both
each,
if you want.
yeah, you can do both because each one needs a QQ plot to show that it's linear.
Right.
I'm trying to think how you filter. Yeah. Yeah, so just a QQ plot of each, and then a graph. What was the other graph you guys were talking about?
The Pareto type graph. It's just a bar graph, but it has them in order, biggest to smallest, or highest price to lowest price.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean, yeah. I think what Blake said, both are probably good to put in there. It just says to keep describe the data. Let's see if I can find it again. It says for describing the data, I thought it said keep it to no more than 2 to 3 pages, but I could be wrong.
Yeah, I saw that somewhere. I won't take 3 pages.
Okay. Oh, it just says summarize your data in 2 to 3 paragraphs.
I like that.
Yeah, so that sheet for the outline is on the Google Drive. Just says collect and describe, and you can just go off that. But I'll put mine on there as well for the ANOVA, and I'll just highlight which ones were mine.
Okay.
Does anyone have any other questions or I want to go over anything else?
I think I'm good.
Question. My
Okay.
loading, so I can't really look at it, but
You can email it to me.
office
Put
is
it on
basically
there. Yeah, if it
What's
can't
that?
load or it's not loading, you can just email it to me, James, and I can put the data on there.
I think it's just because I'm on the Google Hangouts. Is like
Oh, okay.
my computer.
Yeah,
is
as a Mac.
This time I'm using it's still just as bad. I don't know what it is. Anyways, so my question is this like comparing different variations. So
Oh.
thinking like we might box of cereal, double entries of the same box of cereal location.
Well, we're comparing which one's the most expensive ones. So we're gathering our information from 3 different cities.
So the hopeful goal
Okay.
or the hope of being in 3 different cities is that prices will hopefully vary slightly, even if it's the same one.
Okay, that makes sense.
But our question is just are all product brand cereals the same price per ounce or around the same mean price per ounce? Is what we're looking at, and our alternate was saying that what was our alternate?
Was it Post or is it Kellogg's the most expensive?
Yeah, we were saying Post was gonna be
Post. One, where'd it go? Okay, so our research question is Post cereal the most expensive per ounce at a grocery store, and our alternative was that, or no, so they're all the same, and our alternative is Post is greater than the rest.
Okay.
It's not. I thought it's Kellogg's so far.
Yep. And
Okay.
hopefully I'll put all those ones in tonight or tomorrow morning because I'm going to go to Walmart pretty soon after
Okay.
this to go gather all my info.
Have mine in tomorrow morning as well.
Okay, I'm gonna put mine in there tonight. And I just highlighted yours yellow again, Lester. And if you just want to highlight your guys's when after you put it in, just put them all in the ANOVA 2 one because that one I have actually calculating in all the different tables or the tables to the right of it.
Okay.
sounds good.
All right, guys. Let the force be with you. Nanu, nanu.